A few years Jungkook was passing Taeyong's soul with a deep gaze. What are you doing here? He gulped nervously. I came to meet mom. She ran towards him and was about to hug him, but he backed off. Don't hug me. Why? What happened? And when you were alive, why didn't you come to meet me? And all of you knew this. She was looking at them and asking, but no one was answering. What is going on here? Vine saw that I was very scared. Why are you so scared? He didn't say anything. He was just looking at Jungkook with nervous eyes. And Jungkook was also looking at him angrily. You had a little idea. One had a little idea about what was going on here. You faked their drama and him marrying me. I understood everything. Opa must have forced you to do all this so that he can marry me. Am I right? He nodded and Van got very angry. Hearing her loud voice, Jungkook's attention shifted from there to Ryan. I never thought that you will stoop so low. You are not ashamed of having a dirty eyes on your brother's wife. You should. She doesn't know from where he got so much courage that he said all those things to Jungkook. Jungkook felt very sad after hearing this from Vine's mouth. Slowly his eyes started getting teary. He was looking at Vine with sad eyes and Vine was looking at him with angry eyes. Now don't show me this fake drama of crying. Vine, stop it. Don't stop me. And don't you feel ashamed of yourself? You become so crazy in love with one son that you thought of ruining the life of other son. Enough is enough, Vine. Mom, please don't say anything to her. But see, Mom, please don't. He pleaded with her and went away. Hey, you can't run away by stealing glances like this. He already left. Tay, we will leave from here today itself. He said to Tay, who was looking at Misha. She went to him and held his hand. Misha came to him and separated her hand from Tay's hand. What is your problem? This is what I want to ask. What is your problem? Why do you judge people so quickly? You have been hurting my son since the beginning. Did I hurt you? She asked to Tay. I'm not talking about him, but about Jungkook. What have I hurt him about? He's the one who's hurting me. Have you seen the photos from our first wedding? No, let me show you. She took out an album and some files from the cupboard and came back to them. Look at this. She gave it to Vine. She was confused as to why she was showing her the wedding album, but she opened it and saw the photos. And what she saw stunned her. How come Oppa is standing next to me instead of Taeyong? This is truth. Why you must have edited these. This is not editing. You are married to Jungkook and not Taeyong. He's your first and second husband too. What kind of joke are you doing? She's telling the truth. Hang is your husband, not me. You were married to him. What are you saying? Did he threaten you to say this? Stop it, Van. We are not lying. Were married to. You were married to him. Look at these marriage documents. He handed them to her. Van read the Jungkook's name was written on it. Now, she was slowly starting to believe in them because she had signed the documents and taken the wedding photos in the first marriage when she was getting married. For the second time, they had not done anything like this. But how did all this happen? Then why were you pretending to be my husband? What is this confusion? I will explain everything. Do you remember your wedding day? Van was getting ready in the makeup room. Her aunt and her daughter were also present there. Make her ready nicely because if she does not look good, then her future husband will get very angry, and then who knows what he will do to her in anger. What do you mean by that? What will he do? Have you forgotten that he is a big mafia? He kills people on small issues, but he is his wife, so he will not. He will only. That's why I do not want my younger sister to face problems. So make her ready nicely. Mine was listening to both of them. She got scared after hearing such behavior of her future husband. Even ever since her marriage was fixed, she was hearing such things about her future husband. She herself also knows that mafia people are very dangerous. She didn't want to get married at this early age and that too with Mrs. Mafia, but she did not have any other option. She will have to get married where her uncle has fixed her marriage. Her uncle does not like to hear no an answer at all. Mom, look how scared she is. She should be scared. How can she be happy after taking away my daughter's happiness? When Jungkook came to her with marriage proposal, Mary really liked him. She asked her father to get Jungkook married to her, but Jungkook refused. Mary was furious about after getting the rejection. That's why she was whispering bad things about Jungkook in her ear since then. She couldn't do anything more than this to ruin her married life, and she was succeeding too. There was a lot of fear in Van for Jungkook. The whole was filled with people. The hall was filled with big businessmen, mafia, and Jungkook friends. Everything was done by Jungkook. When he was walking down the stairs, her nervousness was at its peak. But it was not so with Vine. Her head was down. She was very scared and she did not even have the courage to raise her head and see Jungkook face. On the other hand, Jungkook was happy that today he was finally getting married. But he did not like Vine's head down. Look up, he softly asked and straightened up again. He saw that despite his request, Vine did not raise her head. He felt a little sad to see this. He could also feel Vine's shaking hand, so he thought she was nervous and that was why she was not looking at him. He rubbed Van's hand a little to comfort her. Van was very scared. All this was very new to her. Dewey Park and take Jian Jungkook as a lawful, but her husband, she was not able to understand him. All the things she had heard about Jungkook were going through Van's mind. She had no idea what was happening around her. She was not even listening to the pace. When she did not say anything for a long time, her uncle held her elbow and shook her a little and whispered in her ear, "Say I do, I do." Do you Jeevan Jungkook take Bhagwan as a lawful better wife? I do. I announce you as husband and wife. Now groom may kiss the bride. He lifted her veil and bent down and kissed Ryan on the cheek. The whole hall was echoed with clapping sound. After photoshoot and other ritual, let's go now. Suddenly everything became dark in front of Ryan and she was about to fall down on the ground, but Jungkook caught her in his arms. Doctor, what happened to her? He worriedly asked. There's nothing to worry about. She got dizzy due to nervousness. Such thing happens to bed. She will regain consciousness after some time. They all sighed in relief. Thank God. Yeah, I was very tense. Never mind, everything is fine now. Yeah, I'm leaving. If there's any problem, you can call me. Yeah, sure, doctor. They went to drop the doctor outside. Junko was looking at Van. He came near her and held her hand. I was very tense. Take good rest. After saying this, he took Vine in his arm and started caressing her head. Misha came inside Jungkook. When Vine regained consciousness, take her to the room. Okay. At that time, when Jungkook brought Vine his room was not ready, so he brought her to the guest room. You go and change your clothes. I will enter the room only with Vine, not before that. Okay, but your father wants to talk to you, then go to him. Then who will stay with Van? When he regains consciousness, she will get scared of finding herself in an unknown place. This is home. There's no problem here. No, I will stay here till Van regains consciousness. OMG, I never thought that this could be a form of my son. Never mind, I will stay here. Okay. He kissed Van again on the forehead and left. Misha came and sat next to Van. Taeyong came in the room. Mom, make something to eat. I'm hungry. You just ate so much food at the wedding. Do you want to eat again? Yes, tell the cook. No, I like the food cooked by you. Okay, fine. I will make it, but till then you sit here next to Ryan. Okay. What should I do by sitting here? She's sleeping. I will go to mom. Saying this, he left from there. A guard was passing by her room when his eyes fell on her. He slowly came inside and sat on the bed. He kept staring at her for a few minutes and then he slowly started coming close to her. At that very moment, Jungkook came in the room and his blood boiled, seeing the scene in front of him. How dare you come close to her? Please forgive me. I made a mistake. This is not a mistake but a sin, and now you will be forgiven only after. His eyes became soft seeing her when he started walking toward her. Vine was very scared seeing Jungkook covered in blood. She thought he was coming to her too. Stay away from me, please. She went to the corner of the bed and curled herself. Jungkook was very sad to see Vine in such a state. Misha and Sim also came in the room. They understood everything after seeing them. She's scared after seeing you like this. From for now, you go out. But how can I? Jungkook, she's scared of you. You go out. I will handle everything. Jungkook did not feel like going out at all, but after seeing Vine in such a state, he decided to go. He went out of the room, and Mishak and Sam came to Vine. She hugged her. Vine, don't worry, everything is fine. He has gone from here, don't worry. She rubbed her back for a while, and Vine fell asleep. Jungkook was standing outside the room watching all this. Jungkook was sitting sad. Give her some time, she will understand. If I had known that she was awake, I would not have done anything like this in front of her. You just say I will come after talking to you. I will make her understand. Have faith in your younger brother. Okay. When was sitting on the bed thinking about something, then she heard a knock on the door. Can I come in? She nodded and he came in and sat beside her. How are you feeling now? I'm feeling good now. There is no need to be afraid of me. Be comfortable with me. You can consider me as your friend before our relationship. He was saying this normally, but Van took his word in a different sense. Maybe he is not bad as I had heard. Do you want to eat something? No. He's a very good person. Actually, when he gets angry, he loses control. You don't need to afraid of him. He's a very good person. And if you have any problem with him, you can tell me. I will talk to him. Okay. Taeyong left from there and told Jungkook that he has explained everything to Vine. When Jungkook came inside the room, he saw that Vine was laying down. He thought that she might be sleeping. He wanted to take her to their room, so he picked her up in his arms. He got started by a sudden movement and saw that Jungkook was holding her. Where are you taking me to a room? What? Leave me. I will not come with you. Leave me. She started struggling in his arms. Vine, don't struggle. He couldn't see her like this, so he left her and went out from there. On the other hand, Vanya started thinking Jungkook wanted to himself on the bed, taking her to his room because in her eyes, Taeyong was her husband. Ivan was having breakfast in silence. Why didn't you come to the room at night? She asked Theo, who was confused. Why would I come to your room at night? You are my husband, so you will come. Ivan got shocked. What are you saying? I'm not your husband. Hung is your husband. I don't like such jokes. I'm also saying the same thing. I'm your husband. You cannot be my husband. First you were forcefully taking me to your room yesterday and now this. I will not tolerate this. Saying this, he left from there. What is happening? What did you talk to her yesterday that she had started thinking of you as her husband? I talked normally. Then how did this confusion arise? Jungkook slammed his hand on the table. How this confusion arose is not a matter to think out, but how do I convince her? Didn't Ryan see your face at the wedding? Probably not. Then try to talk to us. She's not trying to listen anything. I don't wanna apply. I remember she didn't see his face. Even in the wedding photos, he was either looking at the camera or down. He had not looked at him even once. Hearing his words, Jungkook looked at him. What is it? Did I say something wrong? He hugged they. You said the right thing. We can convince her by showing the wedding photos and also by showing her wedding documents. Come on, let's go now. Not now, we will go after some time. They were talking about all this, but they did not know that someone was secretly listening to all their conversation. A boy came secretly inside the room. Jungkook, you, my brother, for a small mistake. I will never let you live in peace. Your happiness isn't that Vian, isn't it? And she doesn't consider you her husband, and now she will never believe it. He took the file and album that was placed on the table and ran away hiding them. Ian was the younger brother of the guard who was yesterday by Jungkook because he was trying to close to Vian. Jungkook was throwing all the stuff in the room and anger. How did this happen? Relax, nothing will happen by throwing things like this. He was very broken. He sat on the floor. What should I do? That man is nowhere to be found. He was working with us for a long time, so he knew where he could go. I'm trying to find him. It is of no use. Why? By now he must have burnt all those things. Can't we take the photos again from the photographer? Maybe you have forgotten that we delete the photos from every photo after they are made. Mom, Dad, I can't live without her. I will tell her truth. He will not believe it. Today, for the first time in life, Jungkook was very helpless. He could neither believe nor prove it. There is a way. What? You will have to, he said to the everyone got shocked. What are you saying? Oh, not in reality, in fake. Then we will get married when married to Jungkook. Sounds good. That day when Ryan refused to marry, now what? Now there is only one way. She will not agree with love. Now you will have to be a little strict with her. She told him the whole plan. No, mom, I cannot do this. She's always so scared of me. You just have to scare her. Now we have no other option. I will not do this. If you will not do this, then stay like this. After thinking a lot, he said yes. Van was listening to everything quietly. She was feeling very bad after hearing about the greatness of the person whom she considered so bad. She was very angry on herself. How could she do this? He loved her so much, and in return, Van always considered him bad. Ian called on the wedding day and told that he has kept all the things with him. He wanted to meet Jungkook. This morning, Jungkook went to him, and Ian tried to him there, but he was unsuccessful. We thought that now we will not need them, but. If there was someone else in Jungkook's place, he would have tried to explain his misunderstanding by scolding or getting angry or by, but he had chosen the path of love first. You know, one day he came to me very happily. He told me that he saw a girl in the park. She was very sweet, cute, innocent. At that time, I saw so much happiness on his face for the first time. He's a very good person. He's a person of a cold nature, but he had changed a lot for you. He was slowly falling in love with you. He used to go to see you in park every day, but could never gather the courage to meet you face to face. And about that day, I knew this was not the right way to marry you, but we had come so far that we could not go back. He's very nice. She stopped talking when she heard Van crying. Van, baby, don't cry. I told you a lot. It is nothing like that. Don't think so much. He's such a good person, and I said so many bad things to him. You go and talk to him. Everything will be fine. Go to him, but and opened the door and came in. She saw Jungkook sitting on the floor against the bed. He looked so broken. Seeing him in such a state, a wave of regret. She came and sat next to him. She didn't know where to start. His whole face and eyes were red. Anyone could tell that he had been crying for a long time. He turned and Vine hugged him again. He heard Vine crying. He didn't know why she was crying, but he was worried about her. Vine, did mom say anything? I will talk to her. Please don't cry. He tried to get up, but she stopped him. Stay here, okay? What happened? They told me the truth. Truth? Are you believing me now? She nodded and he was happy to know this. Did they scold you? Why are you so bad? I treated you so badly and you are still worried about me. How can I not worry? You are my love. I am very bad. I don't deserve a good person like you. He kissed her forehead. Don't think like this. You are very good. You are of my misunderstanding. That's why all this happened. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. In my eyes, you never did anything wrong. So for which thing I forgive you? She was feeling very small in front of his love. She decided that she would never hurt him again and would love him with all her heart. My aunt and her daughter told a lot of wrong things about you. She said that you will, and I'm not like that. I can never do. Please don't justify yourself. I have come to know that you are a very good person and you can never harm me. He was feeling happy after hearing this. Now you are not afraid of me, right? No, thank God. Actually, me and Theong never. You understand that we never did anything. I used to see him as a friend. Silly, I have full faith in my brother. And me? Yeah, on you too. I'm very lucky that you are my husband. His ears satisfied after hearing this from her. She put her head on his chest and I hugged him. Both were in each other's arms. At last, everything is fine. I'm also relieved. They are looking so good together. I'm not too ashamed. They got shaken by a sudden voice, but with a sigh of relief when she saw that it was Sam. Dad, you scared us. What if I had a heart attack at this age? I know that you will not leave me as soon. There's so much happiness in my life. He whispered the last part. What do you just whisper? Nothing. Say that. Leave it. Did everything get fine between these two? What happened? What difference does it make to you? You had gone for a holiday and today you have come to show your face. I had gone for my work, not for a holiday. You always say such things. Please stop out fighting. Look, they are spending time so sweetly, and here you both are fighting. They are happy because they have just got married. Later they will be in the same condition as me. What do you mean by condition? You have become a fat bull by eating and drinking. What better condition can you want than this? Did you just call me bull? Shut up. Taeyong was so done with them. Stop now, he will hear our conversation. Yes, I also came to say the same thing. Your mother and son are not ashamed. You are listening to their conversation secretly. We only came to see if everything is fine or not. There is nothing wrong in this. This is wrong. Be quiet. You always tell me to be quiet. You keep fighting. I'm leaving. Stay here. What are you people doing here? They got shocked after seeing both Vine and Jungkook. Now make him understand. It is wrong to listen at someone's conversation secretly like this. Yeah, Dad, you are the eldest. You should have explained them, but here you are also involved in them. Yes, he was the one who bring us here. Sam left from there. When was going to her room when she met Tai. After that, this was her was this was her first meeting with Tai. No one was saying anything. Let's forget everything. Yeah. Where were you all these days? I was staying in a other house. Today I was missing home, so I came to meet them. You know, whenever you used to talk to me and keep staring at me, I used to get very scared. That's why I used to run away from you. He's very possessive. Oh. Just then, Jungkook came and hugged Vine from behind. What were you talking about? About you only? Talk to me about me. Why him? Hey, go to the room. Don't tease my single eyes like this. Yeah, sure. He lifted Vine's arms and took her to their room. He came in and locked the door. He placed her comfortably on the bed and lay down next to her. This was going to be their first peaceful sleep. He felt so good having her in his arms. I'm so happy, me too. She quickly kissed him on the cheek and lay down again. Hey, it was so quick. I didn't even feel it. Don't lie. I'm not lying. Really? He innocently nodded. Okay, she got up to the cheek, but Jungkook turned his face and their lips met. A jolt of electricity ran through their bodies. When Jungkook didn't get any reaction from her, he slowly started moving his lips. When heart skipped a beat, when she realized how passionately he was pouring all his love into that.